Honey, good girl, thank you. I can see him now. You clever girl. Ooh, just has to wash his rugs, his fly sheets. He gets them so muddy. Things are moving on in the garden. Look at the rhododendrons. One's there. I love that. Now, same plant, just slightly different location, not out yet. Does that make me sad? No, it gives me double whammy, doesn't it? Because it's lovely. It's one thing I love about watering the plants. People say, don't you get fed up with it? Well, no, because I see every little change. That's the same as working with a dog. When I think back to how she used to fly at that wall, oh golly, did she try and take it. There was no settling her without really. I went through the thank you, of course, then to go and have a look, and many times I had to isolate her, which sounds drastic, but you know, when you know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Thank you, sweetheart. When you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, well, at the moment we've got quite a few deliveries coming in, and normally she can just sit and watch, but if they get just that bit too close, then she'll take up her position, which is not hitting the wall. It's standing back so she can have a look. How smart is that? She'll probably have a pee just to let them know this is her home where she lives, and she's just telling the world. You see, when you're calmer, yes, you're going to react, but then you come back to thinking very, very quickly. And each slight progression knocks on to the next one. In exactly the same way, if you shout and holler at a dog when it barks, then it becomes more agitated, more manic, and then starts to bark at everything. So when people ask me, and they do, you know, how can I stop my dog barking at everything? Start as you mean to go on. You know which path you're going to take, which is to come back on yourself. So you go through the thank, look, isolate. You work through to thank, look, and eventually thank you is all you need, as I did with Honey there, and she was fine about it. There's no more I need to do about it. And when people tell me, oh, this is another one that's a little bit of a problem if you think it, which is thank the dog for not barking. You can't do that. You know, people reward them for not doing something. That doesn't, you can't reward a negative. So just thank them. Go through the process if you have to, like I did with Honey. Thank, look, isolate. Then you go to thank, look, and then eventually it's just thank. And then they can start to really work it out for themselves, and she takes up her position. As she, I love it when she does this. Just checking, just making her own mind at peace. This is the point. You haven't got to be controlling them. You're controlling the situation. Just getting them to think peacefully for themselves. It really is lovely. So there's the offending lorry. There's the offending van that made her bark. And the thing is, because they always go away, they feel they've achieved if you shout at them. But this way, we just take the sting out of it. And look at the, oh, he's gorgeous. Oh boy. Life's what you make it. Just make it beautiful for you and your dog, who you love to bits probably, as I do her now. Yeah, good girl. Back to my cup of coffee. I'm checking out my garden.